Hola y bienvenido a mi canal. How's it going, guys? It is FM19. It's finally landed. Here we are with Estudiantes in Argentina. I am so excited to get this going. I've literally downloaded the game and we've set up our game with Estudiantes. You can see we've got 5 notifications in the inbox. They're your normal welcome stuff. You're meeting with the chairman and your assistant and all that. And I've basically set it all up and hit record because I desperately want to get going on this. So you can see here, if you need to pause it, you can. I'm not going to go through everything. These are all the leagues that we've got listed. We've got every South American and Mexico and Major League Soccer as well that we could, plus a lot of the major European leagues. We've got lots running, basically. So it's going to be good. I wanted the biggest database possible because I'm going to need all the access to all the players that I can for this. So today, what we're going to do, just going to have a look at the club overview, the finances, the schedule, and the competition expectations, that sort of thing. Then in episode 2, we'll have a look at the squad, and episode 3 will probably be a little transfer update, and then we'll be properly into it for episode 4. So they're just quick little intro videos just to get used to the game, just to ease you in a little bit. So what we're going to do, we're going to have a look at the club in general. So if you watch the trailer, the reveal video, you will know that they're called Los Leones, obviously the Lions, and Los Pincheratas, the rat stabbers, which is a nickname because of a guy that went round killing rats in the early 20th century. So why not? There's a lot of confusion around their stadium. They're playing, it says down here at the bottom, doesn't it, the Estadio Único de la Plata, because their stadium, the Jorge Luis Hershey, also called 1 and 57 because of the streets it's on, that's not quite ready yet. There's been an awful lot of legal battles and disputes over that. Go on Wikipedia if you want to read about that. You can see beautiful red and white striped shirts and all red away kit. Don't really get that, but hey, there you go. They're in Sudamericana, the Copa Sudamericana, which surprises me because I'm sure they were in the Libertadores in real life. I've been following them. Oh well, we'll see what happened there, I guess. Superliga of Argentina. We're going to have a look at that as well, actually, while we're on it, but we'll jump straight to the finances and we'll see how we're doing. So we've got 9.5 million in the bank. It's set as pounds at the minute. I'll probably leave it as that, I think. Transfer budget of 2.75 million and a wage budget of 120 grand a week, and we're currently spending just over 121, so little bit to play with there. We've got plenty in the transfer budget, so not really too worried about that wage budget. It's not a brilliant transfer budget, but of course you've got to remember it's the first season, isn't it? All the real life transfers have gone through, so you don't always have a lot of money to look at. So if we have a look at the schedule, and what has happened here? So we've got some games already played. This is the weird thing about Argentina and South America, is you tend to play games at funny times. So you can see for some reason we've still got the fixtures from February, the Libertadores, and it would appear that they went out in the Libertadores. Where's the group stage? Where's the group stage gone? Well, obviously they went out in the group stage because they're in the Sudamericana. I'm not going to go looking through that. So we've got a couple of friendlies lined up for July. Then we've got a CONMEBOL Sudamericana. So basically the South American version of the Europa League. A couple more friendlies. And we kick off against city rivals Gimnasia in the Superliga. Now this is going to be really interesting, the Superliga, because it's undergoing a big restructuring. For a few years it had 30 teams. It went down to 28. It's now down to 26. They're trying to get it down to 20, I think, is the ultimate aim, which is really interesting because you only play each team once. It's a 25 game season, I believe. And then in real life there is a cup at the end of it, which is the Copa de la Superliga, I think, which all the clubs enter. And it's basically for TV because it's their equivalent of Sky Sports would have struggled to sell packages for just a 25 round season because I think it finishes in about March. So it was to add something on to the end of the season, which seems a little bit. Yeah, you can see there, can't you? Super League Cup first round, so it is in there. That's going to be really interesting. So yeah, the season ends in April, and then a couple of weeks later, the Super League Cup starts. So it's all a little bit confusing, but it's going to be really interesting to play as, especially if we have a look at the rules. You can see here, you've got the average points thing. Now, this is how teams get relegated. On the average points. It's not the bottom four that go down, it's the bottom four on their average points that go down. So you can see currently we're in 14th there with 1.33. Argentinos Juniors, San Martin de Tucumán and Aldosivi have come up, so they've got a 0.00. So I'm not 100% sure how it works, but I'm sure we will find out. It might even tell us in the teams placed 23rd to 26th in the average points table are relegated to Nacional B. Goal difference, goal scored is the sorting rules. Top 5 teams qualify for the group stage of the Libertadores. That's nice. 6th position qualifies for the second qualifying round, depending on the winner of the Copa Argentina. Okay, so the Copa Argentina winner would get the second qualifying round if 6th place isn't the same team. Top 6 teams qualify for the Sudamerica preliminary round. Top 6 teams of what? Top 5 teams. Oh, that's confusing. Why is it listed? Oh, that's confusing. But yeah, if you want to pause that and have a look at those rules, that is be my guest. So I guess what we'll do is we'll finish this episode just on the expectations review. Yep. So we've got the Superliga just to finish in the top half, that's quite handy because that's 13th and up. In the Libertadores, it was to reach the group stage, and they did, but that wasn't me, so that shouldn't count. We are expected to reach the third round of the Sudamericana, reach the 7th round of the Copa Argentina, and reach the second round of the Super League Cup. So we enter in the 5th round of... Oh no, we were knocked out in the 5th round of the Copa Argentina. Oh, that's not good, but again, it wasn't me in charge. Can't blame me. And we enter the first round of the Copa de la Superliga, of course. So yeah, that is it. It's just a quick overview of the club. I was going to have a look through the club legends and icons, but I thought that would drag out the video a little bit. Basically, what I want to do there is, if possible, I want to try and bring some of the club's past legends and icons back to the club, either as players, if they're of a good age, or as members of staff, coaches, youth team managers, reserve team managers, director of football, anything like that, just to try and give the club a more Estudiantes feel. I cannot wait to get going on this. Episode 2, as I say, I'm going to be going through the squad, but it won't be in detail. I'll just, as I'm talking, I'll flick through all the players, and you can pause it if you want to have a look, mainly because some of them might leave in the summer. We might get some new ones in. Episode 3, as I say, will mainly be a transfer special if it's needed, if there's been enough business to warrant that. So episode 4 at the moment is planned to be that game against Gimnasia, but it could be episode 3. It'll depend how the transfers are. But guys, if you're going to enjoy this series, smash that like button, hit subscribe, turn on the notifications, jump in the comments, let me know what your early impressions of the game are. You can also hit me up on Twitter at GamerJamesFM. And yeah, just stick around. Episode 2 will be out very soon as well, looking at the squad. Let's get this going. I cannot wait. I'll see you soon, guys. Bye-bye.